follow-up to, okay, so there's three now that I've covered, right? I covered the Rational National, David Dole. I covered the Majority Report, Sam Cedar and Emma Vigeland. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. And I covered Andrea, who is Cyber Demon. I don't know what your connection is to Karen Burnell network, but that seems to be the network that's pushing Marianne. That seems to be what she's leveraging the most. I know that she has staffers in New Hampshire who are apparently a problem for the campaign. I know she's hired staff in other states. But any serious progressive activist is not going to back her. Let me remind you of this. Marianne Williamson deletes tweet saying power of mind helped turn Dorian. This was a hurricane back in 2019 while she was running for president. You guys. This is also why she's trying to say that she didn't tweet anything out about orbs, is because she does delete her tweets, you guys. But that one got screen capped, and a lot of us have a copy of it. Marianne Williamson. Okay, so there's some weird shit. It's an old article, and so sometimes this happens with the older articles. Marianne Williamson's tweet comes a week after reports emerged that the President Trump, I'm assuming, suggested dropping nuclear bombs on hurricanes to disrupt them. I kind of remember that happening. Is this what you want? This is what you all want? You want crazy people in charge? Is this what you all want? Spiritual guru and self-help author Marianne Williamson on Wednesday posted and then deleted a tweet suggesting that the power of mind helped turn Hurricane Dorian away from delivering a more dangerous blow to the United States. Okay, Andrea. Do you think Catholics would have believed some bullshit like that? Do you think the Catholics would have believed some bullshit like that? Power of mind. The Bahamas, Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas may all be in our prayers now, the Democratic presidential candidate said in the original tweet, adding, millions of us seeing Dorian turn away from land is not a wacky idea. It is a creative use of power of mind. 2 minutes of prayer, visualization, meditation for those in the way of the storm. After deleting the tweet, she posted a replacement message that read, prayers for the people of the Bahamas, Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. May the peace of God be upon them, and their hearts be comforted as they endure the storm. I don't want to fucking hear the religious argument anymore, Andrea. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. You gonna back her? You're gonna back her. All right. The Category 2 storm has been threatening parts of the Caribbean and the southeastern U.S. for more than a week. It ravaged the Bahamas earlier this week, where it made landfall as a Category 5 storm, killing at least 7 there, according to the latest counts. The storm is now forecast to move up the East Coast throughout the week, prompting emergency declarations in several states. Williamson, a giant in the self-help field for decades, has gained viral fame throughout her run for president, campaigning on a platform to beat Donald Trump by harnessing the power of love, and in the process, making her the star of memes and a winner of the Google search primary following the first 2 debates. Marianne Williamson is a self-help author who has said, Americans are disconnected from the heart. See where she stands on all the issues. Maybe we'll circle back to that. I don't know if I really care. She's lasted longer in the race than sitting governors and members of Congress, though she failed to meet the polling threshold required to participate in the next week's primary debate. Williamson has begun to push back more on being written off because of her quirks, and has claimed in recent interviews that a string of news stories highlighting her past skepticism of vaccines and antidepressants were part of a smear campaign. Dude, she deletes her tweets, y'all. She fucking deletes her tweets. In a New York Times Magazine profile published this week, she expressed confusion about why people associated her with the practice of healing crystals and suggested there was a double standard when it came to perceptions of her campaign. Dude, she's such a gaslighter. Oh my God. She's such a gaslighter. When David Brooks says it, it's profound, she said of the Times columnist. When I say it, it's woo-woo. Williamson spent Wednesday rebutting critics of her initial post, including some who compared her suggestion to the thoughts and prayers refrain mocked by gun control advocates following a mass shooting, and a characterization she rejected. She also defended the power of prayer, asserting that the dismissive and mocking reactions to her tweet were examples of how the left lost ground with religious voters. There you go, Andrea. That's your girl. That's who you want to... That's where you want to go with this. Prayer is a power of the mind. It is neither bizarre nor unintelligent, she wrote Wednesday afternoon. People of faith belong in the Democratic Party and will be necessary to the effort if we're to win in 2020. In another tweet, she added, I was born and raised in Texas, so I've seen it. Millions of people today are praying that Dorian turn away from land. Oh my God, she fucking doubled down. And treating those people with mockery or condescension because they believe it could help is part of how the overly secularized left has lost lots of voters. Her initial suggestion for those in Dorian's path is hardly the only unconventional proposal for dealing with storms as hurricane season continues to unfold. Last week, Axios reported that Trump, on multiple occasions throughout his presidency, proposed dropping a nuclear bomb to disrupt hurricanes before they struck, though Trump has vehemently denied the story. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. Why don't we do a fact check on this real quick? Because she likes to delete tweets, right? So let's fact check it. Okay. Daily Beast, The New Yorker, Washington Post. It's in her Wikipedia. God damn, you guys. Alright, let's just pull up the first one. Let's look at Daily Beast. Inside Marianne Williamson's very weird orb gang. She's zapping debate moderators with her laser eyes. She's Jesus, but in psychedelic colors, surrounded by dolphins and crystal balls. She's long shot Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson, and she's here to levitate America's soul onto another plane beyond partisan politics. Or at least that's how a growing set of memes go. They are the work of the Orb Gang, the weird Williamson fan base that knits niche. That's a tongue twister. That knits niche internet subcultures in a meme fueled campaign that spans the political spectrum. Williamson, a new age self help personality with decades of dubious health claims to her name. Let's see what those are, shall we? God. Marianne Williamson, longtime wacko. Wow. Okay, what's this? Unlock article. I can't look at it? I can't look at it. Sorry, guys. I can't look at it. Has attempted to distinguish herself on the Democratic debate stage by casting her politics as transcending conventional left-right divides. The crystal ball jokes overlook Williamson's skepticism over vaccines. God damn, you guys. For real? You want to elect an anti-vaxxer? Oh my God. This is the problem with progressive politics. There's too many fucking crazies on that side of the aisle. And past comments suggesting prayer or visualizations as a way to beat AIDS. Oh my God. Oh my God. Williamson has encouraged followers to heal themselves through mindfulness instead of medicine, a counter-science platform that might be disqualifying for other presidential candidates. Nevertheless, Williamson's post-ironic fan base is very much growing with earnest engagement from burnt-out memers on the left and right. I'm having an orgasm, one user posted on a popular subreddit for Williamson Tuesday night, as she described structural racism as a dark psychic force. Williamson's spiritual language, she spoke of the possibility of thriving and actualizing this ideal. Wouldn't be out of place in Southern California. Oh, come on, don't peg us. In a Southern California meditation studio. That's not cool. That's not cool to do to us, you guys. Her fans have leaned into the bit using crystal ball emojis and jokes about orbs and astral projection to describe the candidate. Many of the memes started out as ironic, but some of the orb game is in earnest, is getting earnest. Okay. I feel like we have to do more than just meme in armchairs. A moderator of a pro-Williamson server on Discord, a chat platform, told NBC News after her Tuesday debate performance. That's the part that freaks me out the most. The best encapsulation of Williamson's candidacy appears in a meme. These are her supporters, you guys. These are her fucking supporters. God, even. Okay. I can't, it's too small. It's too small. Can I expand this? Okay. The virgin, ironic Williamson supporter. Memes are just for laughing and sharing. Copes with trauma with ironic distance and fear. Smokes weed, is a hedonist. Haven't spoken to neighbors in years. Excuse me, did you just say God bless you? Yang Gang. Here's this really funny meme, LMOS, with, I guess, a laugh emoji type. Often gets left behind, trapped in materialist space-time ideology, heartbroken but keeps it to themselves, infinite potential but doesn't know it yet, convinced the American dream is dead, uses Adobe Photoshop to make memes, afraid to really let loose and be weird with it, scared of the CIA and MK Ultra, has trouble keeping friends in general, maybe God is real, we can't know, doesn't know what love is, not ironic enough to understand unironic support for Williamson. This spiritual stuff is all woo woo. Also, who is Hegel? Okay. And this is the post ironic. The Chad? Okay, the Chad. Orb gangster. I think that's what it says. Kind of curly font. Memes are an existence communication. Confronts trauma with patience and understanding. Snorts Himalayan salt crystals to purify the body. Treats the neighbor as the self. Yin Yang Gang. Orb bless you. Post leftist. Post leftist. Waiting to embrace others with care. Want to see my orb collection? Traversed the astral plane and formed an alliance with the DMT elves. Self-actualizing. Purify the heart is to will one thing. The power of friendship. Miracles. Mama. Make America meditate again. Manifests memes on the internet by channeling inner chakras. Loving embrace of the absurd. Planning co-opt CIA to start permanent revolution. Has the Lord's number on speed dial. Yeah, Andrea, I don't know where you get the idea that she's not religious. She's totally fucking religious. Oh my God, even. Knows what love is and harnesses it for political purposes. Lovingly humbles ironic supporters with IMAX 4D post-irony orb magic. Williamson is a Hegelian. Is that how you pronounce that? Okay, let's see what the rest of this says. The image is a riff on the Virgin Chad meme, which originated in forums for angry misogynists, but has since become a more popular way to describe a binary between things that are dumb, virgin, and things that are cool, Chad. The virgin ironic Williamson supporter, I hate that they keep giving me these pop-ups. This version of the memes says is trapped in materialist space-time ideology. Meanwhile, the Chad post-ironic orb gangster is post-leftist waiting to embrace others with care. Some of the new post-left support is coming from unexpected types. I lean quite a bit more conservative on a lot of issues. This is not surprising at all. Because a lot of you motherfuckers that claim you're progressives are actually libertarians. One Redditor wrote after the debate, I likely won't vote for Marianne in the primary, but I increasingly find myself cheering her on during the debates. She was entertaining. I mean, she was entertaining, but everybody who stepped in who was taking airtime away from Bernie fucked us. Every one of you who supported candidates who were taking airtime away from Bernie fucked us. Because then we went into a pandemic and we no longer had our field army. Lately, Williamson has poached support from another long shot Democratic candidate, Andrew Yang, a former tech entrepreneur. Yang calls for $1,000 a month universal basic income, which, by the way, that plan includes that if you're already receiving any sort of support, if you're receiving welfare support or receiving food stamps, that would be deducted. That'd be deducted. So this is that plan was absolutely a giveaway to the rich. Okay. His candidacy also survived on online support, some of it from semi-ironic and from alt-right forums. His supporters call themselves the Yang Gang, but with a wave of Yang supporters declaring support for Williamson, a fusion hashtag has emerged, Yin Yang Gang, a riff on Yang's last name and Williamson's new AG shtick. The hashtag posits an access between the two candidates. One meme shows the pair on a debate stage crowned with halos, while a third candidate is obscured by a giant orb. The Yin Yang Gang. The weird fusion of Williamson's support might be best visible in a large Discord server run by her fans. The Discord's publicly available introduction channel is home to an impressive catalog of internet tendencies. Earnest-sounding moms and Gen Z Chapo Trap House fans. That's the dude that like disappeared, right? It's the guy that just fucking disappeared because he was getting in trouble for contacting like an underage girl or something. I don't remember the backstory on this, but isn't he the one that you all have a hashtag about because he used to do something with Brianna Joy Gray or whatever her name is? Mm-hmm. The fans post alongside a recent edition with a Confederate flag avatar. Brah, that battle flag. A member responded disapprovingly. Another recent member had a username and avatar that mocked a Twitter personality who accused a socially conservative socialist subreddit of fostering Nazis. This is back in 2019, y'all. An exhausting and niche internet fight that means nothing to everyone but a few thousand terminally online people. It means something, because a lot of those motherfuckers ended up becoming insurrectionists. During the debate, some of the Williamsons' highest profile support came from the right. Conservative pundit Ben Shapiro shared multiple Williamson memes, including one of her blasting lasers from her eyes to silence a debate moderator. Oh my God. Well, there you go. Ben Shapiro likes her. Donald Trump Jr. also tweeted favorably about her, guys. People are gonna think that I'm trolling, but compared to what else is up on this stage, I think Marianne Williamson is actually winning this. Oh my God. Winning this thing, he wrote. This is amazing. No question, she seems to be drawing the biggest applause of the night. Trump Jr. might well have been trolling by encouraging an unlikely Democratic candidate, but some Williamson fans shared the tweet as encouragement. Why would they share something by Donald Trump Jr.? Because they were already Republicans. They were already libertarians. That is who she draws in. The orb is bipartisan. One captions Trump Jr.'s tweet on Reddit. Oh my God, even. Williamson's mysticism has previously drawn joking comparisons to QAnon, right? a far-right conspiracy theory obsessed with Satanism. Eating some olives. If QAnon recognized their own across the aisle, Marianne Williamson would absolutely be their candidate. The podcast QAnon Anonymous tweeted after the first debates. Are you guys going to keep pushing this candidate? Because this is fucking ridiculous. And while most Q fans appear opposed to Williamson, the olive's going down the wrong way. Hold up. Pardon. Whose spirituality they equate with evil witchcraft. A not insignificant number of pro-Q tweeters have voiced support for her holistic language about illness, or even suggested that she might be a pro-Q sleeper. So, Patriots snuck in. Their words, not mine. Okay. Since before President Donald Trump took office, pundits have made noise about healing America's political divide to little effect. But Williamson speaks with the mystical vocabulary of the self-styled healing industry, currently on the rise alongside astrology and expensive crystal gimmicks. For those frazzled on years of contentious politics, the light-hearted memeing of the Orb Gang can feel like a balm. For those embittered by decades of policy failures, Williamson's denunciation of policies and abstract talk about dark psychic forces can feel like a revelation. The main chat room on the largest pro-Williamson Discord is called Good Vibes. The room's rules specify good vibes only. It's not a political demand. Non-Williamson supporters are welcome, or a policy platform. It's just a mood. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. If I see you motherfuckers out there promoting this chick, I don't want to hear it anymore. Stop making us look goddamn ridiculous.